Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you all how to make a Pinterest inspired shirt. This is going to be the first video on our Pinterest inspired series. And I'll be making use of 3 shades of yarn and a 4mm hook. And most importantly, a measuring tape. This is very important for this project because you need to take your measurements. Now, let's talk sizing and customization. In this tutorial, I'll be making mine in a size large, but I'll teach you how to customize to fit whatever size you intend to make it for. That is why you'll be needing your measuring tape. So, the 2 measurements you need to take is your waist measurement and your hip measurement. Once you've taken that, write it down and let's start off the tutorial. To begin, start by making a slip knot. Then make a total of 14 chains. And that measures 3.3 inches. So now skip 1 chain, go into the next with a single crochet. So you're going to make 1 single crochet into each of the chains till you get to the very last chain. So I've walked till I got to the last chain. I want to show you guys how to finish up. This is my last chain, so I'll make a single crochet into it. So for row 2, chain up 1 and turn your work. And now we'll be working in the back loop only. So you're going to go into the next stitch. Instead of going underneath like you normally would, we'll be working into the back loop only. Now the back loop is the side of this V that is not facing you directly. So this is mine. Insert your hook into the back loop and make a single crochet. So from now, you're going to make 1 single crochet into the back loop of each stitch till you get to the end of the row. So I've walked till I got to the very last stitch here. I want to show you guys how I finish up. Insert your hook into the back loop and make a single crochet. So always make sure you place a single crochet in the last stitch of each row. And now you should have a total of 13 single crochet stitches made. And you're going to repeat row 2 till the length of your ribbed band measures up to your waist measurement when stretched out a bit. So mine is 30. I'm going to keep repeating row 2 till the length measures up to 30 inches when I slightly stretch out my band a bit. Let's repeat row 2 one more time. Chain up 1 and turn your work. And you're going to go into the back loop of the first stitch and make a single crochet. So make 1 single crochet into the back loop of each stitch on this row till you get to the very last stitch. And you should have a total of 13 stitches as well by the time you're done. Keep making more rows till you're satisfied with your measurement, and we'll come back and attach the ribbed band together. I am done with mine and it measures 26.5 inches, but when I stretch it out slightly, it measures 30 inches, which is okay for me. So now we would attach both sides together. To attach, chain up 1, and you're going to insert your hook into the back loop of your first stitch like you've been doing. Then bring the other side of your ribbed band. This is mine. And you're going to insert your hook into the very first stitch of your ribbed band. Make sure that your band is not twisted when you are attaching. Yarn over and pull through. Then pull that loop through the loop you have on your hook to make a slip stitch. So let's do it again. Insert your hook into the back loop of the next stitch on this side and into the next stitch on this side, which should be your second stitch from the top. We've already worked into the first. And you're going to yarn over and pull through both sides and pull through the loop you have on your hook, like so. So we're going to join all the stitches on both sides till we get to the end. I've slip stitched into the stitches on both of my panel till I have one stitch on each side. So I'll make my last slip stitch. Now we are going to chain up 1 and cut. And that's it for the waistband. This is how it looks. I will be switching to my white color because I'm trying to recreate the exact Pinterest shot. But you can continue with the color you use for the waistband or use any other color you have available. You don't have to follow the exact stripe pattern that I'm using. Before we start up row 1, turn your band to the front because this place we attach with slip stitches will automatically become the back unless you like how it looks. And we're going to attach our yarn. You can attach at any row around your band, but I'd like to start from the last row before I attach here on either side. It could either be from this side or this side to kind of keep the same line in the middle. So this is where I attached with a slip stitch, and this is my last row. So I'm going to go into that row like this. And I'll attach my white yarn. So you can tie this to make it secure. Yarn over and pull through, chain up 1. And go back into that stitch and you're going to make a half double crochet. So to make a half double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through those 3 loops. So once you've done that, you're going to yarn over and you're going to go into the space here and make a half double crochet. And into the next row, which is this, you make a half double crochet. Into the space here, you make a half double crochet. Into the next row, before the space, make a half double crochet. Into the space, make a half double crochet. So it's quite easy. You're going to continue like this till you get to the very last row of your waistband. So I've worked till I got to my last row, which is the gap here. This part is where we slip stitch to join, so I won't be making any stitch into this gap here. Now, to finish up row 1, insert your hook into the very first half double crochet stitch that you made not into the chain one, but into the half double crochet stitch. And you're going to yarn over and pull through the loop you have on your hook to make a slip stitch. So you see that here has covered up. This is how my work looks like now. And we're going to do something very important. We have to mark where we'll be placing our increases, because we need to work the body of the shorts to fit around our hips comfortably. Remember, the measurement we took for the band was our waist measurement, so we need this to become wider so it fits around our hips. And what I like to do is to fold my work like this. I like to keep this in the center. That's the parts that we are making our slip stitches. Then you're going to insert a stitch marker into the corner of each side. So just eyeball your work like this and try and locate the corner stitch. If you have time, you can count to locate your exact corner stitch. I don't think that is necessary. So now let's make row 2. Row 2 is going to be our increase row. Before we start up row 2, I advise that you place a stitch marker on the first half double crochet stitch. The stitch replaces the slip stitch for row 1. This will help you if you're a beginner by the time we are about to finish up row 2. So for row 2, chain up 1 and turn your work. So you're going to skip the slip stitch here. Mine is quite tiny, and go directly into the next half double crochet stitch. And we'll be working in the back loop. I don't know if you can see my work clearly, but we're just doing the same thing we did for the ribbing of the waistband. So just insert your hook into the back loop of the first half double crochet. Please don't work into the slip stitch that you made on the previous row. And make a half double crochet. So into the next stitch, you go into the back loop and you make a half double crochet. So you're going to make 1 half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch till you get to your first stitch marker. Take out your stitch marker and you're going to place 2 half double crochet in the back loop. So insert your stitch marker back into the last half double crochet. And we're going to continue making 1 half double crochet in each stitch till we get to our next stitch marker where we would make our increase. Then you're going to make 2 half double crochet into that stitch, just like we did on the other increase. And go back and place your stitch marker into the last half double crochet that you made in your increase. And from here onwards, we'll make 1 half double crochet in each stitch till we get to the very last stitch. Work in the back loop, please. Always remember to work in the back loop. So I made my half double crochet till I got to my very last stitch here. That's the first half double crochet from the previous row. Remember I said you should place your stitch marker if you're a beginner so you wouldn't find it hard to locate it. Now, to attach, insert your hook into the very first half double crochet of this row. and make a slip stitch. So if you found locating the last stitch here difficult, I would advise that you place a stitch marker into the first half double crochet stitch that you just made your slip stitch into to make identifying the last stitch of the next row easier for you. So attach your yarn and you're going to chain up one. So you can tie both of your strands here to make it secure, or you hide your loose ends later. Now turn your work and go directly into the next half double crochet stitch. Remember to work in the back loop only. You're going to make one half double crochet in each stitch till you get to your stitch marker. I worked till I got to my first stitch marker here. So take out your stitch marker, and because this is not going to be an increase row, we'll place one half double crochet stitch into this stitch. Then place your stitch marker back. And now you're going to make one half double crochet till you get to your next stitch marker. When you get to your next stitch marker, take it out and place one half double crochet into that stitch, like we did on the other side. Because this is a no increase row, set your stitch marker back. So I've worked till I got to my very last stitch of this row, and I'm going to place my last half double crochet. Then make a slip stitch into the first half double crochet stitch to close. So you're going to repeat from row 2 to row 3 till you get to your desired length for your size. For me, since I'm making a size large, I'll keep working till it measures up to 8 inches. So currently my work is at 4 inches. I just need to make more rows to make this 8 inches. So that means your next row will be an increase row, and the row after that will be a non-increase row. So you just keep alternating between row 2 and row 3 till you get to your measurement. I'm done with mine. I did a total of 9 rows extra, and it measures 8 inches. So now take out your stitch marker and now we're going to make the round fly. Chain up 15. And once you have that, so now you're going to position your work in a way that the side that you made your chains is in the corner. You can either count to locate your second corner stitch, or you just eyeball it like we did for row 2. Place your stitch marker and you're going to slip stitch into that stitch. So I will chain up one here and cut. So now I'm going to go in with my orange yarn. Make sure that whatever side you're working on is in the opposite direction so we can maintain the pattern that we have already. And you're going to insert your hook back into the stitch that you made your slip stitch. Attach your yarn. And chain up one. Into that same stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet in the back loop of the stitch, like we've been doing. Then continue making one half double crochet in each of the stitches till you get to the last stitch here before the chain space. So once you get to the chain space here, you're going to make one half double crochet into each chain. So the number of half double crochet you have on the chain should be the same with the number of chains that you made for your size. And mine is 15, so I should have a total of 15 half double crochet. Now you're going to slip stitch into the first half double crochet stitch to join. And that's it for row 1. So now let's make row 2. I'll be changing my color to the white color for row 2. So I'll attach my white color and chain up one. Turn your work and you're going to kind of continue the same pattern we did for the body of the shirt. So into the next stitch you make a half double crochet. Remember to work in the back loop only, and you will make one half double crochet in each stitch till you get to your last stitch on the row. So I've gone round and now I'm going to slip stitch into the very first half double crochet stitch like we've been doing. So you're going to repeat the pattern. It's just same with what we did for the body of the shirt till you're comfortable with the length of your shirt. So I'll do mine off camera and tell you how many rows that I did. I'm done with mine. I did a total of 5 rows and I'm okay with that. So I'm going to slip stitch in the first half double crochet here and I'll chain up one and cut. And we'll move to the second leg of our shirt. So for the other leg, make sure you're working in the opposite direction. And we're going to repeat the same thing we did here for here as well. So go into the first half double crochet close to the chain. This is the slip stitch I made on the last row of the body. So I'll insert my hook into that. Chain up one. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. Now repeat exactly what you did here. Go round with a half double crochet in every stitch. So I've worked till I got to the last stitch here. So I'm going to place 1/2 double crochet into the back loop. And we'll start working into this chain just like we did for this other side. So now make your slip stitch into the first half double crochet to join. So you're going to repeat the same exact number of rows that you made here for this other side as well. And this is sadly where we're going to stop the tutorial. I will be stopping here because all that's left to do is just to make the second leg, and it's already dark over here. So we're done here for today. Sorry if my voice sounded off. I'm not feeling too well, but I wanted to put out this video regardless. I would like to know if you're loving this series so far, and if you have any Pinterest inspired tutorial requests, you can also send it to me on my IG, and I'll run a poll on here to determine if other people would love to see the tutorial as well. For now, bye, and see you guys in another video soon.